Hey guys, welcome to Bastion Time. I am your host Bastion. This is Nintendo news. Let's get to that news. First of all, TriForce is the name of a fellow. That's capital F for Force, and I mean, that's not his real name, of course, but that's what he goes by. And he used to be famous for being, he would make a point of being the first in line for any new major game release, any new major Zelda game release at the Nintendo headquarters, Nintendo World Store, is what I meant to say. And then, of course, any major consoles, and he was always that first in line guy, and so he got kind of famous as a result of that. Now, he's not really doing that anymore. Now he's doing social media kinds of things, and he's got a video series that he's coming out with that sort of is his own spin on the timeline. He's ignoring what Nintendo has said the timeline is. At least that's what I'm understanding from the brief description. He's ignoring what Nintendo has said, and he's going to sort of create his own timeline and put it out there in video form. Could be interesting. I mean, I have to say I think it's a little pointless because, I mean, Nintendo's timeline is the timeline. There's no way around it. It's the timeline, so I'm not really sure what the point is, but it could be interesting. I will withhold judgment until I've watched it. Also, amusing to note, I met him at this past E3. He doesn't really know who I am or anything, but we were both, we're actually going to play Smash Bros. Wii U together. We happened to be in a four-person group that was going to go up, but then things got shifted around a little bit, and I didn't end up playing against him, probably for the best, because he turned out to be pretty good at that game. But he seems like a pretty awesome guy, so my little anecdote from last E3. Yeah. Our next story is about the fact that for the second time now, Nintendo of Europe has, for whatever reason, accidentally tweeted promoting the PlayStation Vita. I don't understand what the heck's going on over there. Now, this is not intentional. They're not saying, hey, Nintendo fans, check out the PlayStation Vita. Not at all. What the link is supposed to be about is something completely different, something Nintendo-related, but for whatever reason, the image is an advertisement for the PlayStation Vita. This is the second time they did this, too. They did this, I want to say 3 months ago. Maybe it was more like 6 months ago. I have no concept of time, but it wasn't that long ago. It wasn't as much as a year ago, that's for sure. So what the heck? Nintendo of Europe, you need somebody, you need to fire that person and get somebody else on your Twitter. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, that is it for this episode of Nintendo News. See you guys tomorrow for more news. Bye, guys.